back. All caps.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Hey, everyone. It's been Sashiburi Dene. Long time no see.
Long time no see. It's been a while. And
we just paste in the video of like every long time no see and every Sonic anything.
Yeah. So yeah, life happened. A lot of things
we
happened.
Yeah, we were playing the game of life for like the last almost a month, I think.
Yeah. And well, we were supposed to be back last week, but then Comcast decided to drop the ball and disconnect my internet for 4 days straight.
Yeah, Comcast and the soy devs of color.
Yeah. Or whoever they chose to import, who lied on their resume.
Yeah. What in the world? I go to launch the game for like the first time. It's running an install script for like Microsoft Visual C Studio C++. Maybe it's like a verification thing. Sometimes Steam now like verifies a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, lots has happened. Some of it was like stuff we discussed in videos, which we recorded, but I don't know if it's actually going to go out because we might those might end up being rendered redundant,
Yeah, I think I could make videos of some of that stuff still, but
yeah, like some segments. Yeah. I don't remember what all we discussed, but
yeah,
we can definitely talk about some stuff we talk about in those videos that might not be as fresh on everyone's minds, but it should definitely still be on people's minds going forward, considering their widespread impacts, not just with Sony, but also and with certain developments, Microsoft and Xbox.
Yeah. Or rather, a lack of development going on.
Well, it'll be development, but maybe not necessarily in the same quality quality, quote unquote, that you might expect from Xbox, especially in software as of late.
Sorry, I cannot get the demon to properly attack my friend.
Yeah, it's like Arle is just sitting there like, can I have something to do? It's like, sorry, I'm in the middle of imagine like a Puyo Puyo game. You're in the middle of a game and like someone sent you an invite and you can't start because something stupid or weird. Okay, here we go. Okay, it looks like it's running. I completely forgot I need to pull up the volume mixer. Been a few weeks since I've done this. Okay, we got sound. All right, now I'm in the game.
Alrighty.
All right, so hobby invite and received. I'm probably gonna get like a billion different things here. Sonic art. Actually, we've had new characters since, right?
Yeah, they added Classic Sonic, I think.
Well,
I don't know if he came out yet. But yeah, they announced that. And then I think next month we're having the Evangelion collab.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. But then I go pull it up and I see like all these other characters. So I guess we're getting Crazy Taxi, Samba de Amigo.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about them.
The TMNT. I don't know why Raphael has a different. What is that? He has like a bandana for a head. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with TMNT. And we also have Aang and Katara. I'm assuming they're the main couple in Avatar. The Last Airbender or the James Cameron movie, whichever one. All right, so I know you sent me an invite, and I'm trying to remember how this works. All right, here we go. So yeah, we already discussed it in videos that were already recorded, but we can kick a dead horse. Why not? Yeah. They say not to beat a dead horse, but they never said not to kick it. But so Sony has decided let's let's, we're not risky enough. Let's go and douse ourselves in oil. We'll light a fire over our
Your voice is going a little robot like.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
How about now? Because I'm facing my mic.
Hold on. Let me exit and rejoin. See if it's my. Okay. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? I'm not hearing anything. I hope my internet didn't die again. What the heck? Okay, my internet seems to be working. Let's see.
Very well.
Okay, that's weird. I'm not hearing anything. Hello? Can I be heard? Wait. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Oh. Oh shit. I don't think your voice is coming through on the stream either. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out what's going on after this race. No, I'm doing bad anyways. Let me restart Discord. Booted me out? What the heck? I can't even be inactive for 2 seconds? Jesus. I just keep falling over. I literally can't be inactive for like 2 seconds. It'll kick me out. That's crazy. Alright, might as well go troubleshoot this. Why is it not letting me? It's not even letting me change your volume. It's weird. Fair play. Oh, come on. I literally just looked away for like 10 seconds and it fucking moves.
My whole computer, and I just discovered as I was doing that apparently the cable. This is why this is why I need to like update my setup with like an actual like old new microphone, because it uses micro USB, and you know how that is. It's like if it unplugged even slightly, it loses connection. And my hub is, anyways, this like cable I'm using is like, I don't know, it's a freaking mess. With like, because I have like, here's the thing, I don't usually pull out this microphone anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's like a desktop mic. It's not like it's not like a Rode mic where you have like the arm and then you flip it around like, yeah, I'm serious content creator mode, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I put off to the side when I'm not using it, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, so now that we're set up and now I'm not having to worry about other things my computer is doing, because I had to obviously cancel that, you know what. Wait, are you in a racer?
No, it kicked me out for not pressing anything for 10 seconds.
Oh, being AFK. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
That's how it handles
And it took away fair play points for that as well.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. I can't even like look away for 10 seconds. I think it, like...
Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we were going to talk about Sony and, you know, when we start having problems.
Yeah.
And all right, so world match. All right. So yeah, so Sony decided to light themselves on fire and burn themselves alive in what has to be quite the most fatal like reputation shot like in a long time I've seen. Like I haven't seen them like seen something in gaming at least get this much backlash since like the Xbox One. You know, and their whole debacle back then.
Although, like, so everyone's mad about it, and rightly so. But then, like, Black Ops 1 and 2 re-released the other day, and those are digital only, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
And everyone bought it, and it's so much people bought it that like the PSN store was like went down due to traffic and stuff. So.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so people aren't really putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I mean, I know we're like a week or two late to this, you know, like, oh, you know, yeah, digital's the future, guys. And here's the thing, even saying, if it sounds like we're a little understated or like, it's like, YouTube anger, I'm so angry, yeah, you know, like, you know, like certain other people who get that hyped up about it. Maximilian dude. And even then he wasn't like exploding about it.
He was just angry at Trump.
Yeah. Or people he voted for. Oh, I technically meant Jim Ryan because he board of directors. That's I'm sure that's the plausible deniability thing he's gonna say. But anyways, he so anyone who's paid attention to like what they've been doing with like these systems, you know, the fact that, you know, they had an option for like physical and digital, and the digital was cheaper than the physical, and then for like later revisions they don't even give you the option for like an internal drive. You have to buy like an external drive, like a specific one. I'm sure you can't just go to Best Buy and use one of those random whatever drives. You know, because obviously you know, lets you like hack your system and use Omni Drive or something. Maybe maybe
not
like
that Best Buy it sells Blu-ray drives anymore anyways.
Well, yeah, at least maybe not normally. You know, we have something that's open box here that would, you know, we don't want to make some money on. But yeah, he was so yeah, there's that, you know, I would say if you want to get the best informed opinion about it, watch Adam Korlick's video. You know, he's obviously the most you know, passionate about this, you know, like just
when he says he's gonna stop buying new games, like he's probably like the only creator I believe.
Well, yeah, and I mean,
actually, like stick to that.
And the thing is, honestly, isn't the guy like in his late 30s, if not 40s or something? You know?
He's probably in his 40s right now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, you literally had like every like Wii U game, and I'm sure he doesn't have like every game ever, you know. Maybe like RGT 85 or some of these other like late decade or some of these other people who spend all their money on it, and then they like freak out, like in Lady Decade's case with like, oh my kids, I'm not gonna be able to have a home. It's like, gee, I wonder why. Maybe that'd be it'd be the greatest day ever when Caleb Hammer does a video on them. And like the Hot Hat Gamer or what McMahon or whatever, her husband or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would love for him to like audit like all these like super collector channels.
And just be like,
well, especially like when they like, or like Metal Jesus when he begs for money, like, oh, I need to fix my basement, you guys. I don't have money for my basement. And then he goes on a Japan trip
with him. But I remember there was like a thing like his like weight loss or whatever that people were like, oh hey, maybe he'll actually stick to it, and then he like didn't stick to it or something. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's Sony for you.
Yeah. And also like physical games haven't really been physical games the way we knew them like in a long time,
outside of like CD Projekt Red, which hey, may not be the biggest fans of Cyberpunk, but hey, at least they put the whole game on the Switch 2 cart. Hats off to them. But I
mean, I will at least give it to Sony for the PS5. Like, you do get the PS5 version of the game on the PS5 disc. Can't really say the same for the Series X. For like 90% of its library.
Speaking of Xbox and Asha and Usha and everyone else who's so it's not just that they are replacing everyone with H1Bs. I mean, that is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's not exclusive. This has been going on for like years, like just in general, especially in like tech and other sectors. But apparently, maybe because of certain people in the administration, Usha Vance, Asha, whatever her last name is, I'm not going to pull up Wikipedia right now. The current CEO of Microsoft, probably handpicked by Satya Nadella himself.
Yeah. Probably related too.
I don't know anything about Indians and their families, but if it's anything like Muslims, yikes. But yeah, she's like, what is this? She's like now like an advisor to the Federal Reserve or something.
Yeah, for like, she's like in charge of like security, like
security.
I guess like decreasing like the unemployment rate, like sending that down or something like that. Basically like the person who's like trying to get Americans jobs, and it's like she's done literally the opposite of that her entire career, even before she was at Microsoft.
Yeah, that's oof.
Like she was at Facebook. She was like the VP. She was like the VP of like hiring or something at Facebook. And at that time, they got hit with a lawsuit for discrimination in hiring. So it's like
you're really gonna replace Phil Spencer with her? Not that Phil Spencer is like a saint or anything, but
yeah. God, Xbox has really had it rough. Like Don Matrick, then Phil Spencer, and now this. It's like, jeez.
Yeah. Like, at least Phil Spencer was trying to right the ship, even though Don Matrick
in the beginning. He tried in the beginning, but
and like Don Matrick did. And the fact is, whatever he did, Don Matrick did like so much damage that even if Phil Spencer didn't, basically wave the white flag and do a few other things, I don't know how he could have righted that ship, given what happened in the last generation.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, they could have because they have this Xbox feedback hub, and then they also have, before they had that, they had like a subreddit, or like allegedly, Xbox employees would take like the feedback for suggestions every week.
Yeah. And
you could tell they never did, and even with the brand new Xbox feedback hub, you could tell that they're still not doing that.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I see stuff like that, I'm like thinking that's got to be just like nominal thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like, yeah, we're totally listening to you guys. You
Yeah,
know?
it's for like a quick social media boost the week that they implement it, and then
Yeah.
never again.
I mean,
And
honestly, that's
yeah,
what a lot of these like announcements and like other things have to be sometimes. I think where
yeah,
they're not like, because at the end of the day, these are corporations. They're more interested in, you know, keeping their stockholders happy than, you know, like doing
yeah,
something consumer friendly. Like, oh, I don't know, but maybe making Final Fantasy VII like one whole game with the remake and everything.
yeah.
You
We're
know,
not shoving AI into everything.
yeah.
But yeah, like what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, people were like celebrating Asha. They were like, "Oh, she's firing all the woke people." And it's like,
Oh
nah,
yeah,
nah,
Grom's,
that's
which, you know,
yeah,
I mean, to be clear, he's not exactly flawless himself. Grom's, you know, wasn't there
yeah.
like that Kickstarter or whatever where he had like the game or they was
I
like
mean, that's still
promoting
going
it.
on. Yeah, like he's like that game is. I haven't seen any progress. Thing is, so like I followed him on Twitter for a few years, and
Yeah,
like he used to have like really like good like nuanced takes on stuff, and he also used to like share updates on his game like
yeah.
every few weeks or whatever. There's like none of that now. It feels like the account is run by a bot now.
Like, oh, we're just gonna point. Well, we're so angry, you know, like Jeremy's getting his channel's getting attacked again. You know,
His channel's under attack.
you know, this guy, you know. I'm trying to even remember who all these red pill guys even are. You know, like there's
Yeah.
that one older guy who I don't even remember. Like something to do with.
Oh shit, 5th place.
Oh wow, yeah. What is it? Major Sanderson, or whatever his Major something. I don't even know these guys. You know, like sometimes after a while, you know, like I'm not thinking about them. But yeah, it's like it's after a certain point, like some of the behavior is like algorithmic. You know.
Yeah.
It's like anytime you see like TechTuber channel, Austin Evans.
Oh god, yeah.
You want to talk about the most soy-tacular, soy
He is the
whatever.
soy face.
You know, as many times as I can fit soy in a soy sentence. Like, whenever I see that, it's like, okay, that's not. I'm pretty sure he didn't pick that. That he doesn't do that out of a sense of personal inspiration and attention and natural organic attention grabbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although at this point it may be muscle memory for him.
like even like Mike Matei in that one video where he basically said like, yeah, I don't really like working with James, you know. And then he had that one video at the 20th anniversary. He was like, yeah, people are they're just like interpreting everything. And I remember James said something like, oh, like one comment, he's like, oh yeah, people are gonna take that and just run with it, and you know.
Yeah.
Like they're even the fact they're acknowledging it is wild, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot's happening with with Xbox, and they have. I just saw something on Facebook today, something about like their physical games are going to become digital or something.
Oh yeah, they have this thing where
rolled out this weekend or something.
Yeah, you can like use your disc and like claim it as like a digital game. But I think it like renders your disc useless after that. So like you'll have the game on your
like the
account.
Series X.
Yeah, because allegedly the next console won't have a disc drive. So that's their solution to backwards compatibility, is to get you to like essentially dump all your keys.
Yeah, which I mean, and the thing is, you still have the game if you want to use it on like the 360. Not that you can access anything anymore. I don't think, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But you know what you're doing if you have certain things. I mean, it's not like that's inaccessible, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, I mean,
I was gonna say like everyone's asking like, oh, she's based and she's firing all the woke people, and it's like, no, that's incidental. It's not gonna get better.
Like, and the thing is, like, people always take these like things, like, here's the thing. I don't like it when someone says like, oh, they're like good on this one thing, they're based on this one thing. It's like, guys, just because they do one base thing doesn't mean they're based in general. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever even that term means anymore at this point, you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's just like a Gen Z term, you know, like
Yeah,
like,
well, because
those
it used to be like
Drive, you know,
yeah, it used to be like a right-wing 4chan chud thing, and now like everybody uses it.
Yeah. Well, from what I understand, I think based, like the actual term is actually from like a rapper or something. I forget.
Yeah, Lil B, the base god.
Okay. Yeah. The only reason I know about that is because someone like on a certain blog on this one website series of websites I follow, like mentioned that, and I was like, oh really? I was like, I know this probably came from something, you know.
Yeah.
Because people don't just start using terms like that out of like nowhere.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me. This is like a total aside, but like I remember reading like I've never watched like the show like seriously, like in, like a serious way to like actually like follow what all is going on. But like Batman Beyond, because it's like set like what 20, 30 years in the future from like the animated series. Like
yeah, it's when Bruce is like old and retired.
Yeah, but it's not Damian, guys. You know.
Thank God.
Oh, really? Well, that's another topic. Well, anyways, it's like talk about like term stuff. It's like don't they like make up their own like lingo or like street talk or whatever in that show?
Oh yeah. So yeah, like the slang for like cool or based or whatever would be shui.
Okay, I feel like that's an actual thing that people use nowadays. Like I've heard that used before.
I haven't. I've only ever heard it used in DC stuff.
Oh, really? Maybe that's what it is. I hear it like DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, you know, not so much about Damien or how. I'm assuming. I mean, take a guess. He's very whiny and annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is it always the next generation characters like? Oh, they always have to make them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But but Batman Beyond was before like Damien was ever created, so thankfully that show is free of anything like that.
Yeah, you see, I don't know when all these characters were made. I just know like, oh really? You know, they're seriously a thing. You know, Batman and you know, Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Yeah.
Man, the stream is like so far behind nowadays. Like,
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like
put it on low latency mode.
Yeah, it feels like it's 20, 30 seconds behind. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, some people use like terms. It's like whatever that means. It's like it doesn't necessarily mean right wing, you know, anymore. You know, I know back in 2016, you know, but I mean, just in general, like, just because like you know, like someone might say like, it'd be like if I took a clip of someone, I don't know, like, I don't know, one of these atheist YouTuber guys, like oh yeah, he says something based, you know, and it's like that was like 20 years ago, and nowadays they would like look at, it's kind of like what you said like Robert De Niro once, like he would look at some of the stuff that he said in like Taxi Driver and be like, I disavow it, you know.
Yeah,
because there's certain things certain terms he uses in that movie that
yeah, Robert De Niro is such a bitch these days, like, god damn, can't stand him.
And it's crazy. Like he's in so many movies, and hey, I don't doubt his acting ability. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is too, like all these people, like these successful people, they were once like I remember reading like Harrison Ford. Part of the reason he even became big in Hollywood was because he worked where like I think he was like Francis Ford Coppola's like carpenter or something like that. He like worked on his house or mansion, and that's kind of how he ended up getting his foot in the door in Hollywood. You know, literally based on who you know. Like these people are like literally doing like jobs that, you know, if it wasn't for that, they would just be like a regular person, you know. Yeah.
Well, like Nicolas Cage is Coppola's nephew.
It's like nephew or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like he's in so much debt, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like you would think that coming from that, you'd be like, you know, you'd understand like a regular person's like concerns, sometimes with some of the stuff that they say and support, or say they
Yeah.
support anyways. But
Well,
who
at least
knows?
with Harrison Ford, he doesn't really talk politics at all. Like,
Yeah.
he just stays out of that.
I mean, every time I see him old, even like acting like even in Blade Runner 2049, or like even like from what I remember, what he sounded like in the sequel movies. You know,
Yeah.
which, you know, that's a whole other thing we could talk about. I mean, I haven't seen him in such a long time. I would have to like rewatch him to actually like know what I'm talking about, other than like what some of the generalities are. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, in 2049, he looks like he does not want to be there at all.
Yeah, it's like anytime you hear him like old, it's like it sounds like he's like he's like really ticked off. Like I've never seen that like on these like poster signings, these people are counting. I was like, okay, guys, would you shut the fuck up? It's like,
yeah,
like he has like all these marriage problems. I imagine probably costs like so much money, you know, like deal with all that, and it's like you have to do all these roles. He's like just wants to retire.
Yeah, and then like in 2049, everybody has, you know, all these like super expensive, you know, intricate costumes, and then Harrison Ford just wearing a white T-shirt.
But who knows? Maybe that fits for his character because he didn't like the stupid like that weird like nuclear radiated like wasteland area that they had
Orange
to go.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot like what I will say in that movie. Some of the dialogue, like the sound design, is like it's
not mixed. Yeah.
It's not mixed well.
It's like I call it Nolan mixing because he's known for like pushing the dialogue way down below the music and everything else, and like doing that on purpose.
So that way
you
like, can really embrace the edge in Batman, you know? Yeah.
So I feel like that, like, even though it came out in 2017, it was still during that period where like even high-profile directors were trying to like copy off Nolan's style a little bit. So unfortunately, some of that comes off in the sound mixing as well.
Yeah, it's like can I why do I have to turn on subtitles here?
Yeah,
I should not have to turn it on. You know,
I just miss when like all these movies used to have a stereo track, just because that's what everyone had back then. Because like at least with the stereo mix track, you could like everything's, you know, pretty balanced, and you could just watch it on your TV or with headphones, and you know, like I know you could like decrease the dynamic range and settings and stuff, but then that always sounds like worse because it's like trying to adjust shit on the fly.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to watch a movie and it's like, I gotta keep pausing.
Yeah.
Like imagine if every time we did this, we like paused the stream and it's like, we gotta adjust something, you know, fix something.
Yeah. Like, oh, gotta make the game louder again.
I like this one classic Sonic's car, like all the Sonic art and sprites.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Neat.
Let's go.
Calculating. I think I was just calculating, like it's like it's trying to tell you about the
computer
programming underneath.
Yeah, hacking the mainframe.
Hacking to the gate, or however it goes in Steins Gate. Have you seen that anime?
No, that's way on my back burner to watch.
I will say, if and when you do watch it, it's the most slow burn anime I've ever seen. Like the second half is good, but like the first half is like it becomes like a different show at the second half.
Okay, there's like time travel, right? That's like the point of it, or something.
Yes, it's actually kind of like an interesting time. You ever heard of John Teeter?
No.
Supposedly he's some guy who made some posts, like this is like a real thing. Like there's a real guy who made like real posts on the internet, talking about like the future, and you know there's some interesting things about Russia and World War III, and you know what the world looks like, and that people they're like not exactly accurate, but kind of interesting how it kind of rhymes. But it kind of concerns stuff like that. So like essentially the first half of the show is like very slice of lifey, and the second half, well, I won't say what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I just asked because I remember the YouTuber ER. He said it's like the best time travel anime or best time travel show in general, like in terms of like being consistent.
Oh really?
Yeah, with rules and stuff.
Like time travel show, like even like live action and like other things like Back to the Future or whatever. I mean, that's not really a show, but
Yeah. He said it was like the best piece of media that like, in terms of how well it handled time travel consistency.
Wow. I don't know if you can do time travel consistency just in general. It's like we have the multiverse and everything, which I understand that's like what Marvel's like kind of sort of like obsessed with. Really media just in general, like in the last few years. I don't know. I think people are kind of getting sick of it though.
I tapped out on. Well, it doesn't help that the whole multiverse saga part of Marvel is when they went super duper woke. So that really doesn't help.
But like even just like saying like, oh, we're just gonna take off all the rails of the story and just have it be like anything can happen. Like, if this is Dragon Ball, I understand because like I know that. Look, I'm not saying this to be like there's no story in Dragon Ball, because I mean there is, but outside of like Trunks, you know. What stakes are there?
Yeah.
At least Trunks is like really cool. Like he showed up and he actually takes it seriously. And, like I feel like
that's why I like. That's why I like GT as a continuation instead of Super, because they actually do have stakes. Like they can't use the Dragon Balls anymore.
Or they have like the Dragon Balls or like the Dark Dragon Balls or something. They're not the same Dragon Balls that they've been using or something like that, right?
Yeah, the Black Star Balls, and those spread across the universe, and they can't just like wish them back to Earth. They have to like go and find them.
Okay, which makes me wonder what happens to the original. See, I never watched the entirety of GT, so I just saw it like bits and pieces. I basically saw like a little bit of the end or a little bit of the beginning. I think I saw the last episode of Super Baby where Vegeta dies. And I know they bring him back because I saw like the last episodes of like Omega Final Shenron, who's apparently like stronger than Majin Buu, which I mean I guess that kind of makes sense, but at the same time it's I don't know, it feels like then you have like Jiren, who's apparently stronger. It's just weird
power scaling in Super is like really really bad, and everyone is like a million times stronger than Majin Buu.
I mean, it makes sense, like, if you have someone who's, like, that fast, obviously he's going to be stupidly OP, Yeah. But, I mean, even then, like, with Dragon Ball, like, my thinking is, like, these guys are mostly just fighting, you don't really need that. I mean, it's like watching a martial arts movie. You don't need that much of an excuse to get two people to fight with each other,
Yeah.
And that's kind of,
and that's what Z did really well. But in, like, Super, you get, like, really good choreography, like, I don't know, just like a handful of times throughout the entire thing.
Like, oh, we want this to be like maybe for like the last fight, or like the last episode.
Yeah. And then like GT, like the art in GT is probably like the best it's ever been throughout all the anime, but the fights in GT are mostly just like beam clashes. Like I don't know what happened. They just like they didn't have a whole lot of hand-to-hand fights in GT.
It sounds like they're like, how much money how can we do this for cheap?
Yeah.
We'll just like, oh yeah, we know. We'll just like fill it up with light and just call it a day. We don't need to do a lot of animation work. Yeah, which I mean, I'm not expecting Akira, or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
Which actually I found out there's like another show that's done by like the same guy who wrote Akira, like the main like guy behind it. That's like a similar thing where it's like the animation's like ridiculously like this is like the greatest like it's maybe second to Ghibli, like the best animation you'll ever see for something. I don't know if I know you said you got Akira. I don't know if you've like watched it yet because
No, I didn't watch it yet.
So much has happened in like the last few weeks.
Yeah, I haven't really watched anything.
Yeah, I watched it recently, and I won't. I mean, I can't really say anything. I just, because there's like I watched it again. I was like even more blown away, with all the detail. Like there's one shot in particular, that was like, wow. If this was like any other show or any other movie, they would not, like they would not linger on that shot as hard. You know what I mean? Or like a detail,
Just like big budget like movie animation in general for like back then when everything was like cell animated, hand drawn. Like it's crazy the amount of work that goes into that, and like they still, they did it anyways for like however much they got paid.
Yeah. And even if it was like risky, it's like, oh, we're gonna try it anyways.
Yeah. And it's not like nowadays where like if you draw it wrong, it's just like, oh, Control Z.
Control Z, we'll do a patchwork,
Yeah.
We'll Photoshop it and we'll fix it we'll fix it for the Blu-ray release, but not for the live release,
We'll fix it in Blu-ray. Maybe.
Fix it in Blu-ray, not post. That's that's gotta be the new thing. We'll fix it in physical, which that's not even gonna be a thing anymore after like 2028 or whatever.
Yeah. They've actually been doing that, like with shows on Netflix now. Like when Stranger Things season 5 first came out, like not all of the CG was finished, and then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Was at the time I still haven't watched season 5 yet, but
that's like the final one, right?
Yeah, apparently the CG wasn't finished, and then like a couple days later they like re-uploaded the episodes with the finished CG.
I'm just imagining now, like they'll release games unfinished whenever they try to go streaming, and they'll just be like, "Oh, we'll upload the finished assets later."
So we'll upload the final boss next week.
Yeah, that would be so. There is a certain game that would be like that would not be how you want to do it. Yeah. But I can't say what it is because I mean, I've hinted at it.
Actually, they did that for Sonic Frontiers.
Wait, what the hell? They did the final boss or something, or
yeah. So like the final boss was supposed to be like an actual like Super Sonic fight, and instead it turned into like a Nier style, like when Nier turns into a shmup.
Oh, okay.
Turned into that, and then like months later they're like, all right, we did it. Here's the final boss for real.
Like as a DLC or free up?
It was a free update.
Oh, okay. Okay. At least okay. I'll give them props. It's free update, but I mean that's still not good. That's like encouraging. It's like the Mass Effect freeze kind of stuff.
Yeah. And Zoomer Sonic fans defend that game.
Sonic fans.
Sonic fans.
ZOMG Sonic fans.
Great.
Oh, Steve literally changed his thing at the last minute. Which one is it? Oh, the one you voted for.
Nice.
Nice. Whatever reason, I have like one video on my sidebar that's like Arabic. I'm assuming some Muslim.
It's a new algorithm.
Yeah.
Coming for everyone.
Maybe it's a certain person sneaking of the sneako variety. Oh, speaking of stuff that rhymes with sneak, I need to get new sneakers. Like a certain thing I've discussed about that pertains to IRL things that I don't want to discuss on stream. There was a thing I was doing, and I noticed that like the front, like on sneakers, you have like the bottom of like the shoe, like the like lip on the front.
Yeah, it's like peeling off.
Yeah, every step it's like and it's it's like I'm like thinking it's bugging me. I just want to go to like the store and just get like, okay, here we go. I think I was going to get it, but I think last time I went in there, they didn't have like what I was looking for, basically. So
yeah. See, that used to happen to my sneakers all the time back, like when I was in like middle school and high school and stuff.
Yeah.
But I haven't had that happen to any of my shoes since then.
Well, this is something like used for like work, but these are like work shoes. We're like, I also use them for like casual, like if I wanted to walk on the treadmill or something, or do something physical. But I think it's just they just fell apart like after like they've hit their warranty expiration date. You know.
Yeah.
If only, we need to get like we need to get shoemakers back. You need to get the Lewis Rossman of shoemakers.
Yeah.
Which I still see plenty of those clippy profile people. You know.
Yeah, and he still has that as his thing as well.
Yeah. Didn't Lewis Rossman say something similar about like gaming, like and so with some of the topics we were talking about?
With the Sony physical thing, he basically has the same opinion as us, I think.
As Adam Koralik, it's like, oh, he's like finally talks. I don't know how often does he even talk about video games in general?
Lewis?
Yeah.
Not often at all.
Yeah.
But this is probably the first time all year he's talked about it.
I was gonna say, I don't get the impression he's necessarily a video game guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably not. It sounds like he doesn't even have the time for games with the way he talks about things.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's like the way he got sued by like some company that was like, I remember there was that one video where he got so mad after like listening to like a voice call and he's like, or a voice mail, he's like, he threw his like freaking his freaking like keyboard to the floor or something like that.
Jeez, I don't think I saw that one.
I forget what it was. It had something to do with like the state of New York as well. This is pre-Mom Johnny.
Oh, monster truck.
You know, so it wasn't. It's not. I don't think it's something to do with him.
Yeah.
Although he's still ultra mega cringe and scary in a different way because if it's New York that's fallen, there's a certain other country that how long we've been streaming for like an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so certain other country of the UK variety that I don't think it came out while we were like interim of like while we were streaming, right?
The gang report.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was while I was in Trinidad.
So it is absolutely disgusting and horrifying.
One thing I realized with this is, like, remember, like, during 2020, we had all cops are bastards people.
Yeah.
I never see any of those people in the UK.
I know, right? You never.
Wonder why.
Just like feminazis, they don't say anything about
We had Me Too so loud and so long, but they don't care about the UK.
Or Middle East,
Yeah.
The Middle East isn't like Israel, I guess, but that's which wonder why they don't mention, which would be interesting because like Israel, they're trying to they want to blow the other guys off the map or at least take the land. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows why they would want something about one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the police that are in on it, and I actually read something about like I remember hearing something about back when we were like in like Afghanistan, Iraq, like 20 years ago, whatever part of that phase of that conflict we were in. I remember reading something about like all the because of how messed up that culture is over there.
Yeah.
Like, they would be. I don't know what I can say and get away, and what won't like cause this stream to like get nuked or get like
Yeah, try and use some light words.
Because let's just say guys in that part of the world have certain things that they think they can do and that are tolerated that soldiers wanted to do something about, and they were told to stand down. They couldn't intervene because it might escalate things. Mind you, we have like $1 trillion, however much money we put into the military. We have enough firepower to blow up the world, like not just us, like other countries as well.
Yeah, we could blow the entire world off.
We could blow up like several planets off with all the energy we have, you know. But you know, we're not gonna. We're worried about getting, you know, some insurgents like involved. You know, someone's gonna be like, and you have like all these like, I'll even like mention this like other people who are at least like willing to like offer a second opinion and not be like, oh, I think you're some crazy, you know, whatever, you know. And they're like always like, well, they're also made in God's image, and it's like. There comes a certain point where there's crossing a line, you know?
Yeah. It's like, well, they don't believe in the same God. So.
Yeah. Just because, like, oh, they're technically, you know, like Abraham's, like what? And it's like, and it's always like, you know, and the thing is, a lot of this is like, you know, I've actually read, you know, and I've heard the term dispensationalism, but I never knew what it meant. Like, it wasn't like the main thing. Like, but basically, dispensationalism is, from my understanding, like Israel is like part of, like, actually Israel is like part of like, you know, like everything in the end. And it's like, it doesn't necessarily mean like whenever, anyways, if you like look at certain things, they're not necessarily referring to Israel, the nation itself, even if that is like an interesting, you know, nominal parallel, so to speak, you know. I think actually the first time I remember being like kind of like, oh really, they were still around. I was like in 5th grade, and there was like some encyclopedia book or something. It was like I was just like looking at some book or whatever, and they mentioned like, oh, like Babylon or like Jerusalem or something. I was like, oh really, that's like a real thing, you know, that's still around. You know, because when you hear about it like in church and stuff, it's like, oh, it's just like something like so many thousands of years ago or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, crazy. And it's not just UK for what's worth, it's also like Italy. I think I read there was like some report about like 2,000 incidents are happening every day, and it's like there comes a certain point where like, okay, you would think that at least an illusion of enforcement.
Yeah, like they'd at least like, try it, like, because like at least over here, like they might let him go, but they at least arrest him first, which, you know, it still amounts to nothing really, but at least the police like aren't beating up the victims here, you know,
or, you know, being like, oh, you're not bleeding out, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have a license for that bleeding out?
Boy, mate, you got a license for that blood?
Like blood's like a limited resource. And then you hear all these elites like being like, "Oh, do you have a license for that water?" You know, and there's certain people saying like, "Oh, you know, let's make it so that water is like a resource." I understand like there's certain things, you know, people on certain parts of land. It's like, you know, you don't want to just be like, you know, collecting water from their land or whatever, but you know, still,
yeah. Have you got a license to use that bucket to collect rainwater?
Yeah, that's like one of the crazier like regulate like what's that one guy, that farmer guy, Joel Salatin? I forget what it is. Like, what is it, the name of his book? But it's like it's basically about how like all these like, you know, he's like he has to do up all these regulations, and it's like the more you read his book, from what I understand, like the more angry you get. Because you have to like do all this stuff to like cause he's not like doing like factory farming with like his animals or something. You know, he's like doing it like natural, and even do everything like by the book. You have to spend all this money, have like all these like, you know, like regulations, like you know, to satisfy all these, you know, arbitrary rules. You know.
Yeah. That's like the one positive I can say Trinidad has. Not that you would want to trade your freedom in America for Trinidad, but
well, yeah,
It's the one positive you have over there is like you can do whatever the hell you want on your land. Like you don't have to get like a permit to build shit, or you don't have to have an inspector come and be like, yeah, you don't have to have an inspector come and be like, oh, your soil's not good enough to build on or whatever.
It's like, well, I'll make the soil better or whatever. I don't, not that I know anything about making soil better, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine someone, you know, I can imagine the state of education. Someone being like soil, is that they the soy or something? And like, you know, like no, it's soil. It's dirt on the ground, you know.
Yeah.
I just noticed you can see like that circular part of the ring or the track like above, and you're like when you come out of that portal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for a second I thought that was slime.
Slime? I boosted away from it.
I monster trucked away from it. I just, you know, I remember when people were like saying I identify as a attack helicopter.
Yeah.
They should start saying I identify as a monster truck with this game.
I identify as the biggest, meanest monster truck for the entire race.
Remember that thing with Scarlett Johansson? She wanted to play as like just like a random tree or something. She like, oh, I want to identify as a tree or something crazy. Which is like, how bored do you have to be to make up all these like identities that you want to identify yourself as?
Yeah.
Fuzzy Buck Shank. Fuzzy Buck Shank. I feel like that could be a lot of things.
Oh, I never watched him really, but you know that YouTuber abroad in Japan?
Abroad in Japan. Oh, broad. Oh, hey, bro. Okay, I might have. I feel like that's familiar, but I don't. It's not. I'm not coming back with anything visual as far as like something to identify who that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's like some. I don't even remember what country he's from, but some European dude, and you know he's been.
Oh, abroad. I thought you said like broad, like lady, or you're like.
Oh, okay.
Like, if that makes sense, abroad. You know, like it could be. That's one of those things about English. Like, it's like a broad, but that could be like a lady, or is it like someone who's traveling and is like, you know, a tourist in Japan?
Get a load of these broads. Get a load of these broads over here.
Yeah. Yeah. What about him?
Oh, yeah. So I think, I mean, sometimes YouTubers just bait with stuff like this, but I think he's finally leaving Japan. And
okay,
which is a good thing because, like, you know, back when things were good, he just used Japan as like his clickbait, like, oh, doing this in Japan, checking out this in Japan. But like lately, like with you know, with everything that's been going on, he'd be like, actually, immigration is not destroying Japan. Actually, no one is littering more than they used to. Actually, you know, like that kind of shit.
Okay. Actually,
he's been doing shit like that.
You know, someone should just do like an actually, like it just keeps going in like a window, you know.
Yeah. So he's been making content like that lately, so he's finally leaving Japan, thank God. But like,
yeah,
I don't think he ever like learned the language like fluently, like the whole time. He's lived there like nearly 10 years, I think. And it's like he didn't learn the language, he didn't really assimilate into the culture, and he defends like all these immigrants like shitting up the place,
burning Shinto and, you know, Buddhist temples and, you know, other stuff, you know, which you mentioned, you know, we mentioned certain people, and, you know, so you know,
surprise, his audience is like mostly like Redditors and shit. But yeah, I guess like he'll never admit that, oh, Japan's getting worse, but he'll be like, oh, I'm leaving Japan for reasons.
Which makes me wonder, what are you gonna change your channel to? Because like abroad in China, abroad in, you know, Philippines. Maybe you can enjoy whatever that guy's name is, Johnny Somali or whatever his name was.
Yeah, Johnny Somali. I think he's finally going. I didn't keep up with that story, but I think he's finally like going to jail or in jail.
Well, yeah, I heard he like actually like got like it wasn't like into the Philippines. It was like some other country, I think, right?
It was in it was in South Korea. He got arrested. he got arrested 3 too many times, and they finally decided to do something about it.
You know, I would say, you know what? I would be like, yeah, it would be solely stupid, but I would be like, dude, if he went into North Korea and actually did something, I was like,
I
wow.
would love to see him live stream from North Korea. Oh my god. That would be...
I will
say what you want about them, but they enforce their laws.
Yeah, like, you know, and I will say, he would have had some balls if he went to the Philippines when the previous president was in there. like you ever look at some people in their faces and you're like, okay, do not mess with this guy. Like the previous president of the Philippines is like that. He's like the picture on his Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Like no, seriously, he's like it's literally like shoot first, ask questions later when it comes to like people on drugs. Wow. Or like illegal drugs. I mean, I don't know if like literally like, you know, any drug like ever. I don't know what exactly it was, but I'm assuming like heroin and fentanyl and whatever. Like I'm assuming that's the kind of drugs he was like even people who were like trying to come clean of it. You know, I've heard accounts like even they like he's like just like his iron grip was like just like kill him. You know.
Damn.
Like I remember Asmongold was commenting about Johnny Somali or something. He's like, he's lucky that he got in like right after he stepped down.
Yeah.
I'm kind of expecting these arms to sometimes be like a obstacle or a hazard to like come in like bite you.
Yeah, I thought they were like gonna like snipe me or something. Like
kind of like those piranha plants in at least 1 or 2 of the, if not 3 of the tracks in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I just noticed there's like lava like in the background of like one of the it's like a foundry or whatever. Matchmaking in 3, 2, 1 or whatever.
Oh yeah, so I made it to the final boss in Pragmata, and the difficulty spike is like crazy. It's like, because like the boss before that is kind of easy. It's like fighting the SAX, and then the final boss is like fighting Ravenbeak for the first time.
Oh, okay. Is it like a bullet hell or like
no?
What
it's just like like for the other bosses, like if you just mash dodge button, you'll eventually get away from their attacks. But this one, you actually have to like be coordinated and like specifically dodge out of the way.
Okay.
Of like how they're attacking.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be bullet hell. I didn't get past the first phase, so it could be that later on.
I know, like Electric Underground. I know I will say, admittedly, he's on a tier of gamer above both of us. You know.
Yeah.
But I know he said like, oh yeah, the final boss is like the actual only real thing that's like actually designed to like maybe kind of deal with your movement. But I guess like the other enemies don't really have a way to deal with like your dodging and being able to jump around and everything.
Well, the thing is, you don't even really move all that fast, so I'd say the other bosses are pretty well balanced. So like, but like when you're fighting the final boss, it feels like they're expecting you to like, you know, be Raiden from like Revengeance or something.
And I remember seeing like I think I saw like what the final boss looks like. He certainly looks like something from a Mega Man, you know.
Yeah. Even the VR missions they have, like those feel like they were designed by completely different people. Like they thought they were designing like a Metal Gear Rising stage or something.
And that's kind of the impression I got. It sounds like it's like there's like a lot of like weird design like blobs going on where it's like they don't actually like design like for example, like I said, like the enemies like the way you described it is like felt like there was supposed to be like a Dark Souls like stamina gauge with like the sprinting.
Well there is with the dodging. Like you have a dodge gauge, so you can only do that so many times.
But the way like Electric Underground, it's like, oh, if you like just run out of like just keep sprinting out of the way, you'll be fine or whatever, and like dodging as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, that works for like regular enemy encounters when you're not in like a small room.
Yeah. But I mean, I admittedly, you know, I'm just like commenting off like one other guy's, you know, review, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's like this thing is this review's like an hour and a half.
Oh,
like
wow.
the RE9 review is like also like an hour plus, or like I think it's even longer than the Proc Model review, if you can believe it.
Okay.
You know, and he's like saying like they should have at least like had like Grace and like Leon like share resources. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're like, you know, if you're not going to use the Requiem, you know, to save it for like Grace. Oh, it doesn't matter if you know, go hog wild if it has Leon in the beginning, because you know.
Well, I'd imagine there's a lot more to say about RE9 because of the story. Or like, the story in Pragmata is more like Metroid Prime lore, where you just like kind of read it from things.
He's not. I mean, he's not really a story guy. To be honest,
Okay.
he's like when it comes to RPGs, like he even like says like, you know, like with Final Fantasy 16, it's like he does not. That's like the closest he's ever gotten to like playing like a full thing of like Final Fantasy, like unironically or whatever.
Okay.
Because he's like not a fan of like RPGs, like turn-based RPGs. He likes Final Fantasy, like the aesthetics and everything. He's like, man, all these cool characters, but I just wish it had better gameplay, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he's not really a fan. Like when you mention like grinding, he's like, this is like boredom, you know. Which
I mean, for older stuff, that's understandable, and I assume he's the kind of guy who's gonna play on original hardware, so you can't fast forward through all the grinding.
Actually, he's actually, I think he respects it, like when people do that.
Okay.
But you know, he plays like on like the save states and stuff. Like
so he's not like Mike Matei with everything.
Yeah, he's not like Mike Matei with everything. He, if anything, he actually advocates for using like the Mister, but he actually like understands what it is. You know, he says that it's still emulation and not, you know, like, oh, it's just like real hardware, you know.
Yeah.
Like he actually said it like Mister was like good enough to where he like put like all of his game systems away, so to speak.
Okay.
Virginia. Yeah. Say it like a Sly. But yeah, he had like he has a very unique perspective on things, you know, which is always, you know, refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to like just like doing like, oh, the Steam Deck, it's always good or whatever. Unfortunately, he has like one video I would love to hear. Like he talked about it's called The Rise of the Lounge Held, which is what he calls like the Wii U and like the Steam Deck and like the Switch, where you know, you kind of sit back on like your couch and play it or whatever.
That's a good description. Yeah.
But the problem is it's like Patreon exclusive, you know. So it's like, you know, there's some things I wouldn't mind, you know, having like, you know, going
for Patreon exclusive stuff. It's easier to find like someone like leaking it, because all it is just the video link. That's all you would need.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know about that. Yeah. You
yeah,
know.
It's not like, because if he did like YouTube memberships, then there really wouldn't be like a way around.
Yeah.
Seeing those videos.
Yeah, YouTube memberships. That's like a brand spanking new thing, along with hyping the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Whoever's watching this, you know, however many of you, like, comment, subscribe,
and hype if that's even possible.
Hype the video.
Hype the video.
Like,
hype the video. Do it now. Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on. Do it now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, we're going Schwarzenegger. I'm
a cop, you idiot. Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on. Do it now.
Yeah. I haven't told you like about all the I haven't even shown you like all the movies I've gotten, you know.
No, I don't think so.
I actually I got from Prime Day like a whole bunch of them. I actually got like a whole bunch of like Jackie Chan movies.
Oh, okay, nice.
And like mostly Blu-ray. I did get like Police Story. That was like the Police Story trilogy in 4K. You know. Unfortunately, it didn't come with an actual Blu-ray for certain reasons that are obvious. But you know.
Oh yeah.
I won't say specifically what, you know, but you know, but yeah, at least, you know, I get it in 4K. But I know like I kind of I'm inspired by like I got like I got like a lot of them, but that's not like entirely what I got, like, you know, martial arts movies. You know, but I feel like I got a lot more of them. They're like not just like, a lot of it was like used to be like just DVDs, you know, which is better than nothing. But you know, I kind of was inspired by like the Angry Video Game Nerds like martial arts movie. It'd be like, man, I should like watch some of these, or
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've heard about them, a lot of them. I mean, I have a big fighting game guy, and it's like I've not seen like a single like Bruce Lee movie. Like I've seen like clips and like images and stuff, but like I've heard some stuff about them.
Yeah, like when you if you're not paying attention to that stuff, you might just assume like, oh, it's an old movie. The choreography is probably not all that great, but like a lot of those old like kung fu type movies, like the choreography is like still like next level compared to like the shit like even like highly rated action movies today will put out.
Well, it's just they're not going to use like the same modern like camera techniques, I'm sure, and stuff.
Yeah,
it's going to be a little bit different. But I mean, like, if someone says like, oh, the choreography and Bruce Lee, have you seen how strong his 1-inch punch is?
Yeah,
they had to like put like a pad in front of a guy in like a gym. Like there's an old video like when he was still alive where he actually did like 1-inch punch, and he sent the guy like from like one half of the gym like all the way to the other. And the guy had like the pad too, So, better hope you don't. It's not like that one movie that I know it's not starring actual Bruce Lee, but like the Dragon like Returns, where he's like in heaven with like Dracula and like the Godfather or whatever. You better not hope he doesn't show up and be like, because you know what they say, Chuck Norris didn't die. He just went to have his rematch with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
The only man to attend his own funeral, and that is a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, I would find like martial arts like exercise to be way more fun than like walking on a stupid treadmill or doing anything like in your traditional gym.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's like it's in the name. It's an art of the body. I mean, even like James, like you can be dog on James, for mountain climbing, and Sly being aware of his presence or whatever.
Sly knows we're talking about him. Yeah.
And Sly knows we're talking about James, who's also talking about him, or whatever. Yeah. 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 And, like you just put like all the yeahs together, like the game over, the one from like CSI Miami, and then James,
Yeah.
I mean, I even like certain people in my real life, they did like mostly Taekwondo, which is cool, but I mean, I don't want to just be throwing kicks all the time. I know there's punches. I mean, I played Horag, or Horang, as some people like to call him, because have you seen how much damage he does with his kicks? I would want something that I can do with my whole body. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey guys. Anything other than jiu-jitsu, because that's mostly just like grappling and like getting people on the floor and stuff. So,
yeah.
There was actually this reel on Instagram I saw. It was Rampage Jackson. He used to be a UFC fighter. Now he's just
Jackson. That's a name.
Yeah, he played Mr. T in the A-Team remake.
That movie. Okay, I have it on Blu-ray. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. People shit on it, but I think it's all right.
Okay.
But so he used to be a UFC fighter. Now he's a Twitch streamer. So like he'll stream himself like in the gym and stuff, and he was doing like a jiu-jitsu thing, and he was like teaching some young kids jiu-jitsu, and he was like showing them like how it works, and they're like, that looks gay as hell.
Why? Because it kind of does.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what is funny though? You'll sometimes have funny moments where they'll like be doing that, and then like one guy like wins by farting in the other guy's like, face, and then he's like, like winner via farting, and this isn't Boraicho, and from Mortal Kombat.
And I saw this other YouTube video of this guy. He knows like different martial arts, but he didn't really know anything about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And he entered a jiu-jitsu competition. And all he did was like he would just like try to get up. When like if people try to grapple him, he would just like not go into it, or he would just like try to get up. So like the jujitsu, like his opponents were just like dumbfounded, like they didn't know what to do, and the referee was like,
it's like you're adapting to like other styles of fighting, you know.
yeah. So like the referee was like, no, you have to like go along with it. You have to go along with it.
Like why if you're meant to win. I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of like granted, video game fighting games is not the same as like real life, but
Yeah.
you know, I've heard like in Virtua Fighter, like throws, you only really want to throw them out and try to go for it if you think you'll actually get it, because if you miss, or you know, someone throws a punch and they're like plus, you know, that will beat your throw attempt, which can also be like reversed and canceled out of anyways, you know, if they know that they hit the right input.
Yeah.
Which is the case for a lot of throws in a lot of games anyways, but still.
Yeah. But speaking of like actually like, you know, like realistic fighting, the Netflix seasons of Daredevil, like I would say is like really good fight choreography, and it's like a good mix of like, you know, typical like flashy, looks good on camera choreography, as well as like realistic, like a real fight might actually look like this kind of choreography.
Although I do have to so Daredevil's blind, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's like characters like Blind Kenshi and, you know, in Mortal Kombat, and like, you know, I know there's like what are the Zatoichi's, like the blind samurai. They're characters that, you know, in spite of them being blind, they can actually do some pretty cool stuff. How does Daredevil fight? I mean, I know he has like incredible sound powers, you know, sound sensitivity.
So his fighting style it's like basically a mix of like boxing as well as like ninja flips and stuff. So so that's why like, and in the Netflix seasons they did it really well. Where like the choreography, like it looks really cool, but it also looks really believable too.
Yeah.
Because like if you've ever seen like videos of street fights, like no one's doing like flashy, you know, kind of stuff that you would see in Hollywood movies and stuff like that. So
doing Tony Jaa stunts.
Yeah. So the stuff in Daredevil is like that perfect mix of like looks really good on camera, but also like a real fight could go this way, kind of thing. And his backstory is his dad was a boxer, so that he was brought up in boxing and stuff as well. And then the guy who trained him was basically a ninja, so it's like a mix of those two worlds.
Okay. Cool.
And then, well, the way his powers works is, since the rest of his senses are like super duper, he has what they call like a radar sense, which is basically like Spidey sense times 20.
Oh shit!
Spider-Man's
so he basically, run for his money. Yeah. So like, he basically has like a 360-degree view of like a mile radius of himself.
Oh, okay. So so if they ever make a Daredevil game, that's going to be how they adapt it. He has like,
yeah.
You know what? That would actually be a ingenious way to like have high detail graphics, but you like use like fog or like other effects. You know, kind of like Silent Hill back in the PS1.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to if Marvel, we're selling you ideas for like a good game that's not a live service Avengers.
Right.
We hired the stunt doubles and we're giving it to a bunch of evil assholes. You know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe give us a call. You know, we'd love to work out a contract for, you know, this idea. You know.
Yeah. I was trying out the Ben Affleck Daredevil game on GBA, and it's like it's basically like a regular beat 'em up. There's like nothing special about it in terms of like actually playing like Daredevil.
Well, I mean, for a Game Boy Advance, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's not like you know. I mean, there's some cool 3D stuff on there, like admittedly, that even more than I knew about, but still.
Yeah.
Maybe Platinum 47. Why do I feel like that could be like an Agent 47 Hitman reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, play those games one of these days. I remember there was a coworker. He was like really into like the new like, you know, Hitman, the episodic ones. You know.
Yeah. I heard because I think they eventually released all the episodes as like a game, and then they
Yeah, I
did
mean it's like a
Pac-Man
full
2.
game nowadays, you know.
Yeah, so I heard like the first two are really good, but like the studio's like super woke and modern audience now, so
Like anything in the West, unfortunately, for the most part.
yeah. So like the more recent stuff isn't that good, and then they did that 007 game recently,
Oh,
and
First
like
Light or whatever.
yeah, and people like I saw like streamer clips of it where like they're basically just like holding forward when the game is playing itself.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Mufasa 856. Like you would think they would be like, oh, we'll just take what we do with Hitman, we'll just adapt it to 007, you know.
Just put a 007 skin on it.
And that's weird because like that's like it's not the current 007 that they're making that's gonna be the next one to replace Daniel Bryan after they killed him, you know.
Oh, Daniel Craig, yeah.
Or why did I say, isn't there like a wrestler named Daniel Bryan? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Probably. Go Smog.
I mean, I hear Ghost Smog and I'm thinking like I've not seen. Isn't there like isn't like the second Hobbit movie like the Desolation of Smog or something like that?
Oh yeah, the Desolation of Smog.
Oh, that's how they say it.
Well, I don't know, but
I've not seen the movies. I just know I've heard things, and not exactly good things about it.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of like the Lord of the Rings movies in terms of production. Like everything is CG and like there's not a whole lot of soul.
Yeah, I feel like just making prequels in general is always like an L move because you're. I mean, maybe not so much in the case of The Hobbit, because I know The Hobbit is like based. I mean, those are based on actual books that were already like established. But like Star Wars is like, okay, I know he probably had ideas for this, like prequel, like how everything worked out. But you know what?
The thing is,
like
the prequel,
20 years later,
the prequels could have been like much better executed, and like I don't mind them just because of like all the video games and stuff they brought out. And all those are like really sick. So it's not like the sequel trilogy where everything is just dog shit all around.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, it's like the same guy heading it up, so it's like it's like coming from the same source. It's just like when it comes to like some certain decisions, it's like maybe let's not have Anakin and Padme be like act worse just because you think it'll be weird for kids. I mean,
And then, like, the thing with Hobbit is that could have worked if it was just, like, one movie, and it was, like, maybe an hour and a half long. Because, like, The Hobbit is, compared to Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit is supposed to be really short. I mean, the book really isn't short at all, but, like, there wasn't...
I'd be surprised if it's, like, anyways,
Yeah, like, there was no, like, splitting that into more than one movie was, like, a big mistake. Because like there was an old animated Hobbit movie and that did it really well, and that was like maybe an hour long, I think.
Oh, okay.
Paid actor.
Then you have people be like, "Oh, they cut this and this." It's like, well, you can't fit everything in 3 hours, unfortunately, unless you want to be there for 5 hours. I mean, hey, you know what? People did remember like when Avengers like Endgame, they had like those marathons and like people like slept in like the movie theaters, or whatever.
Well, this is probably going to be the last race of the night, by the way.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I can't really think of like much else. I mean, we're apparently going to destroy. We're fighting. We're going against Iran for like the 500th time, and we're apparently going to win for the 501st time.
They're 2 weeks away from having nuclear weapons. Again.
Well, it's just as like they're like shot some like civilian things out, and it's like, okay, Trump, like there has to be a certain point where it's like he has to know that they're not going to follow the terms of their agreement,
Yeah, and also at this point, all of us know that Iran could have been handled in an afternoon. Like,
yeah,
there's no reason to drag anything out this long anymore.
kind of like The Hobbit, ironically enough. Hey, there's a transition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What in the world? I got like crushed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got crushed by like by the freaking
A flipping monster truck.
yeah, but it looked kind of cool, like in that like I don't know what, like donut batter or whatever. It kind of looked like blood, like I was bleeding, you know. Oh, in the world. Yeah. I am holding the L tonight on all these races.
Yeah, and I'm dead last right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All the monster trucks in the world aren't helping me.
All the monster mogs.
All the mogsters in the world. Oh, apparently Clavicular went to Israel and kissed the wall.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
he literally took that one verse and was like, I'm gonna actually do it, you know.
Yeah. And they even had the IDF be his personal security for that trip.
Really? How much money did he pay for that? Or like, just because he's like a well-known person, they're like, oh, he's, you know, good PR, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they probably gave it to him for free just for kissing the wall.
There's a Sonic with like this like crazy like what aura around him in front of me, like
Oh yeah, those are like effects you can like put on yourself.
Oh, like that good snow effect you got.
Yeah.
Oh, I accidentally hit continue, but whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it'll still send me back.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, we talked about a lot of things. Asha, Usha, PlayStation, you know, and killing themselves.
Yeah.
You know, granted, we're like a few weeks late with all this stuff, but hey, the game of life is a cruel game. You know, not the board game, not the board game.
Yeah.
Real life. You know, that would be a funny variant, like a meme variant, like you know, real life, and it's like the Dark Souls of life. You know, like there's probably like all these like variants, like all these classic like board games or like card games and stuff. It's like this is the Dark Souls of life variants. Because yeah, aren't there like weird like chess rule variants and stuff?
Yeah.
You know,
I guess they
like
finally got bored.
They got bored and they're like, oh, let's do like chess, but you only use knights.
Yeah. Extreme chess. There supposedly is like a 3D chess as well.
Yeah, there's like Chinese chess, like four-way chess. You know. Well, just wait till you get orgy chess. like everyone, you go all like StarCraft, like you know, like elimination or something. If that's a thing. Yeah. But anyways,
that would be cool. Making like a board game version of StarCraft. I mean, that'll be like a multi-hours long game, but that'll be pretty cool.
You know, you say that there probably is. You know how there's like a board game version of Zelda and Street Fighter 2 and Mario.
Yeah.
You remember that was like board James like AVGN video where he's like rolling a dice and he's like toot 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 toot, and then he's like you have to roll for like literally every step.
Yeah.
Like at that point, just make a rolling machine. Like what was the game? Was it Trouble? Where you have to like pop? Where you had to like pop the board, like the.
Oh yeah, with the little thing in the middle, and you click on it, and the dice shakes.
That needs to be like a general thing for like anything, like 20-sided die. I'm sure there's probably something like that, you know, like with all the D&D stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, of course, D&D is now mostly popular because of what is it, Critical Role?
Yeah, Critical Role and Stranger Things.
Yeah, and then you know, obviously, it's fortunately like everything has gone the way of the woke.
Yeah.
That one clip. Have that one clip of like, was it Steve, icy hot guy, where they talking about him getting the gout or whatever. Just like edit in the woke, you know.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it used for a Dark Side Phil clip stream or whatever video. You know, like it started out with like making fun of his gout. So, anyways, I don't know what else. I don't know what. This was kind of like a crazy catch up. You know, we're still alive. We're not suicidal. We didn't get shot with like. We didn't shoot ourselves with like a billion Gatling gun rounds. You know, somehow.
Yeah, I just had some emergency shit to tend to, and it took a while, but hopefully we'll be back to the regular stuff y'all used to. So.
There's one thing I wanted to do. I don't know if you want to still do it. I wanted to show you something in Tekken 8. I don't know if you want to.
Oh, on the watch party.
Stream.
Yeah, we could do that off stream because I don't really have this laptop set up for the.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we won't. You guys won't see it, but it's a funny reference crossing over this game and something else, and Tekken 8 at the end of its story mode. So. Yeah.
So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed our glorious return, and we hope you'll tune in next time. So until then, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification. That stuff helps us out.
Everything, yeah.
And we'll catch you. Catch you next show.
The standalone games done quick, whatever it's called.